Once you arrive and you've chosen your pose or how you'd like to begin, just take a nice deep inhalation through your nose, out through your mouth as you settle the body onto the mat, feeling the support of the earth, knowing that you have this time for yourself to nurture mind, body, and spirit, taking this time for yourself, which you fully deserve. We all do. So just letting go of what came before this moment, what will come after, and settling in to the present moment, noticing the feel of the body on the mat, noticing the temperature perhaps in your room. Mine is cold, but noticing the temperature, noticing any sounds you hear, including my voice, and just perhaps scanning your body from head to toe, just a quick scan to see, to kind of check in with yourself, to see how you feel as we begin. And then as you're ready, turning to your breath and beginning to watch the gentle flow of air. On your inhale, feel the cool air perhaps, and on the exhale, feel the air has been warmed by your body. And see if you can really tune into the breath and follow it all the way in, staying with it, and then seeing where it changes to an exhalation, that exact point, and then following the breath all the way out. So just watch the breath for a little bit. And your mind may wander. You may begin to think, which is perfectly natural that we do that. And so once you notice that you've started to think, just allow the thoughts to be there, just without judgment. Allow the thoughts to float by, and then return your attention again back to your breath. Just watching, just being an observer, perhaps watching the gentle rise and fall of the chest and belly. So our focus this morning is going to be on increasing the flexibility in our spines. So almost every yoga pose we do is increasing the flexibility in the spine, but we'll just bring our attention a little bit more to the spine as we move through our practice. Just noticing how the back body feels and trying to bring space in some of our poses so that our spine can really move with ease. So, and we're doing that every time we come to our mat. just about everything we do. And the spine actually is one of the things that ages the quickest. So we're doing our body good by practicing yoga often. So I invite you to float your arms above your head and just stretch out through your fingertips. You can even yawn if you'd like, and just really stretch out through the fingertips and down through the body and out through the toes, and feel the entire length of your body on the mat. Just observe, maybe even starting at the fingertips and doing a quick flow down the body, and just notice the fingertips and the forearms and the upper arms, the shoulders. Feel the shoulders where they touch the mat, the length of the spine, the back of the legs. Feel where the heels touch the mat. And then let's make fists with our hands this time and flex our feet. And again, just tighten and perhaps even bring some tightness to your facial muscles, maybe even grimace or scowl or smile. Just kind of notice the facial muscles in some way. Squeezing the fists and flexing the feet, bringing tension to the entire body. All the muscles have tension in them right now, just holding, even squeezing your glutes. Squeezing, holding, and then releasing and allowing any tension to just flow and melt from the body. And then again, we'll stretch out through our fingertips and all the way down, out through our toes. Really, again, noticing from fingertips all the way down the body, holding some tension here. Holding and stretching. Holding the tension. Holding it, and then releasing and melting the tension, allowing the earth to absorb any tension that you had, and your body feels completely relaxed. And then floating the arms down by your sides as you bend your knees, bring your knees towards you, placing your hands on your kneecaps. Inhale as you push your knees away, and exhale and squeeze your knees in towards your chest. So we'll continue with this motion. Inhale the knees away, squeeze the knees into the chest, and just do that motion, inhaling and exhaling. So using your breath. Good for our digestion. We're getting a little massage in the back also. And then placing the soles of your feet on your mat. You can have them hip width apart, and we'll just inhale as our knees are at center, exhale as we drop our knees to one side. So just do this motion a little bit. So exhaling as you drop the knees, using the breath, inhaling to center, and just go from left to right a little bit at your own pace. Just waking up the hip flexors a little bit. And then the next time the knees come to center, bring them to stillness. Interlace the hands or fingers and place them behind your head. Elbows are out wide. Feet are about hip width apart. And we're going to do opposite elbow to opposite knee. And we'll engage the core. So bring the belly button towards the spine and then up towards the rib cage. So zip it up a bit. Engage that core. And then inhale. And as you exhale, bring the left knee towards the right elbow. And just do opposite elbow to opposite knee with the core engaged. And just come to a rhythm. Exhaling as you bring the elbow and knee together. And once you have warmed up the core a little bit, you can bring yourself to stillness and then notice the core again. So bring the belly button in towards the spine and up towards the rib cage. And we'll just lift the head and shoulders up towards the sky or up towards the ceiling in little pulses. So engage your core. And then as you lift, you're going to exhale. And squeezing at the top, squeezing the abs. Just a small movement. And once you are finished with the pulses, you can float the arms up over your head. And you might consider windshield wiping your knees from side to side, just gently, once you're finished with your pulses. And just listen to your own body. Don't listen to my pulses. Just do what's comfortable for your body, but you want to feel a little warmth in the core. So when you finally finish with your pulses, just arms overhead to release the lower back, gentle knees from side to side, little windshield wiper motion. And as you're ready, you can bring your knees to stillness. Hug your knees towards your chest, placing your hands on your kneecaps, and make some small circles on the ceiling, going one way, and then reversing direction as you're ready, going the opposite way. And then placing the soles of your feet on your mat with your arms down by your side. Walk your heels in towards your bottom. Feet are about hip width apart. And we're going to come into a nice, easy, flowy bridge. So we'll inhale and lift our hips up as we lift our arms up overhead. And exhale, float the arms down as we bring the hips down. So just come into your own flowy bridge. So we're pushing in to the mat with the soles of our feet for lift. lifting the hips up and then flowing down with the arms and the hips. Just move with ease, move with the breath. Feel the flexibility in the spine. And the next time you bring the hips up towards the sky, see if you can hold for a little bit, just pressing into the soles of the feet. As I said, knees are about hip width apart. And just holding at the top, squeezing the glutes. And then exhale and float the hips down as you float the hands down, bringing the knees to your chest again. So exhaling as you squeeze the knees in towards you, inhaling as you push the knees away. So just come into this motion again. Inhale the knees away, squeeze as you exhale the knees into the chest. Little massage for the back and the internal organs. And then as you're ready, placing the feet on the mat, we'll inhale and drop the knees left. Allow the knees to just rest to the left as you look away from the knees if your neck allows. And you can bring the legs out a little bit straighter if you're feeling any tension any place. And just notice if you're gripping, and allow yourself to release by bringing your breath to any area that might feel a little bit tight. And just make adjustments to your legs so that you feel comfortable. Take a couple of nice rounds of breath here. Perhaps using your ocean breath, your Ujjayi breath. Releasing any tension in your facial muscles or in your shoulders or in your hips. And then inhaling knees to center, exhaling knees right, looking away from your knees again if your neck allows. Adjusting the bend in the knees so that you're comfortable. And release any gripping or holding you're doing by bringing your breath to that area that might be a little tighter. Release any tension in your facial muscles. Allow the muscles to just melt and soften. Be relaxed. And then inhaling your knees to center and either rocking up or turning to your side and pushing yourself up. If you have a towel or a blanket, you might consider sitting on the edge of the blanket to bring your spine nice and long. It helps to do that. So we're coming to our Sukhasana, or our easy pose, and we'll just place our hands on our kneecaps, left hand on left kneecap, right hand on right, and we'll just inhale and rock forward as we gaze up, and then rock back, chin to chest, and just continue with this rocking motion Really extending through the crown and then rounding chin to chest. Using our breath. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. And the next time you come forward, you can change the cross of your legs. And we'll just continue with cat-cow, seated cat-cow, for a few more rounds. And then as you're ready, you can bring yourself to stillness. So we're coming into a seated twist now. So I'm going to offer you 3 options for your legs. So you can stay in Sukhasana and twist, or you can do the knees together and bring the knees so that they're pointing, both knees are pointing to the left. Or the third option is to take the right foot and cross it over the outside edge of the left knee. And so we're kind of stacking knees on top of each other. So I think you're all familiar with each of these. So just, see how you feel today and make your choice. And then, so if your knees are pointing to this side, we're going to twist that way. So in all cases, I guess we'll twist right. So as you're ready, inhale your fingertips up and really stretch, nice long spine, stretching your fingertips towards the sky, exhaling, twist towards the right. And if you're in the posture that I'm in, you can use that left arm to press against that right knee to help you twist. And then inhale to center. We're going to stay on the same side. Really stretch through your fingertips. Exhale, twist again towards the right. And you're bringing your hands down next to your backhand is next to your hip. And we're just twisting each time just a little more. Inhaling to center. Exhale. See if you can twist a little more so that you're looking out over the back shoulder. Use your breath to move with ease. Inhaling to center one more time. Exhaling as we twist our deepest twist. And then inhale back to center, floating your arms down. So we'll do it to the other side so you can sit in Sukhasana, or you can bring your knees together and send them so that they're over towards the right side, or you can take that left foot, cross it over, and bring it on the outside edge of the right thigh. So do the same thing on each side, don't change it up. Okay, inhaling fingertips towards the sky, really stretching through the fingertips. Exhale, left. Inhaling to center. Exhaling left again. Feel the flexibility in the spine. We're not forcing anything. Inhaling to center. Exhaling. Left again. Looking towards the back shoulder. And then inhaling to center, stretching through the fingertips. One last time, twisting left, looking out over the back shoulder. And then inhaling back to center. And then bringing our legs out wide now. Nice and wide. Flex the feet. And we're going to inhale and drop the left hand towards the left leg and bend towards that left leg. And we can look up towards the right elbow crease. And then inhale to center. And then we'll send the right hand down the right leg. Actually, we'll inhale, Send the right hand down the right leg as we bend over towards the right leg. Look at the left elbow crease if you're able. Inhaling to center, and then we'll inhale the fingertips up towards the sky, fold at our hip creases, and just come forward, leading with our heart center. Sliding the hands towards us, we'll bring the soles of our feet together for Baddha Konasana. Interlace your fingers, placing them on your toes. Sit up nice and tall. And we'll inhale, rock forward, look up. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Inhale, rock forward slightly. Exhale, chin to chest. One more time, inhale, forward, looking up. And exhale, chin to chest. And we'll make our way to table now, gracefully. Oh, I just noticed my music went off. I don't know why it does that. And so we'll come to our table. You can have your blanket under your knees if you'd like. Spread your fingers nice and wide with your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hip points, and we'll come into a cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward as you send your heart center forward. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest, push the floor away. And so just come into your own version of cat-cow, moving with ease using your breath, feeling the flexibility of your spine. This is really good for our spine. And then the next time you come to table, come to stillness. And we're going to come into our flowy cat. So we'll push the floor away as we round our back for cat. And then we'll sit back on our heels, drop our elbows, come forward on the inhale. Heart center forward, belly towards the mat. Push the floor away, round your back, and just come into your own flowy cat. You know how to do it. And there's no right or wrong way, actually. Just feel the flexibility in your spine. The only thing you want to do is make sure that you're allowing your breath to flow. And the next time you come onto your heels, just come to stillness for child's pose. And you can either bring forehead to the mat with your arms extended out in front of you, or bring your hands, your arms beside you with the palms facing up as you rest your forehead on the mat. And you can rock from side to side, massaging that third eye. So rocking the forehead back and forth. And as you're ready, We're going to make our way to our bellies. And so we'll place our forehead down on the mat, frame our face with our hands, bring our elbows in close to our bodies, press into the tops of our feet and into our pubic bone. On your next inhale, lift your head and shoulders up, press into your elbows, gaze slightly in front of your mat, keep a nice long spine from crown of head to tailbone. Relax the shoulders away from your ears, and then exhale, forehead to the mat. On your next inhale, press into the soles of the tops of your feet and the pubic bone. Lift head and shoulders up. Come to your Sphinx. Exhale, forehead to mat. Next inhale, lift head and shoulders up. Squeeze your glutes. Shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, forward down, forehead down. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Hug your elbows into your body. And on your next inhalation, come up to Cobra. So a little bit more of a back bend here. Exhale down. We'll do that again. Next inhale, lift up. And only come up as far as is comfortable. Your arms don't have to be straight. Shoulders away from your ears. Exhale down. One more time. And just like I said, come up only as far as is comfortable with your body. Inhale up. Feel the stretch in the front of your body. Exhale down. Send your arms down by your sides with your palms facing up. We're going to come into locust. So on your next inhale, lift your toes, your legs off the mat, and your hands and your arms off the mat, and your head and shoulders. So really stretching the fingertips and the toes towards the bottom of the mat. Shoulders away from your ears. Exhale down. Releasing any tension. Your next inhale, squeeze your glutes, lift your arms and legs up, your head and shoulders up. We're gazing down at the mat. Exhale down. And one more time, as you're ready, on your next inhalation, lift head and shoulders, arms and legs up off the mat. Really send those fingertips and toes towards the bottom of the mat. And we're just gazing towards the earth. We're not really looking up. We're keeping a long spine from crown to toes, or crown to the tailbone. And then we'll bring our hands under our shoulders as we curl our toes under. Come up to your knees. And then to your table, spread your fingers nice and wide. Look down at your hands. So index fingers can be pointing towards the top of the mat, or middle finger. See if you can find what is comfortable for you for your hand. So try both of those, like intentionally choose one, either index fingers pointing towards the top or middle finger. And then curl toes under, send your hips up towards the sky, walk your dog, really move the hips and bend the knees generously, feeling the flexibility in the spine, in the hips, and the knees. And as you're ready, come up onto your toes, settle back towards your heels as you push the back of your calves and thighs towards the back of the mat. Heels don't have to touch.
press into the back of all 10 knuckles, or you can also claw, so pressing into your fingertips and making like a little mound with your palm. Just try both ways. And then we'll walk our feet towards our hands, or your hands towards your feet, whichever. And we'll just hang and ragdoll for a moment. So you can bend your knees a little bit and just allow your arms to dangle with your knuckles grazing the earth. Swing your hips from side to side gently. And as you're ready, slowly roll up so that your head is the last thing to come up. And find your Tadasana. You're all experts. So rocking from side to side. Feel the earth under your feet. Stand up nice and tall, so extending through the crown. And you can close your eyes for a moment and just feel the strength of the pose. Feel the balance in the body. Knowing that you're stable and strong here. So your legs are fully engaged. You feel the earth under your feet. You feel the crown of your head extending towards the sky. You feel your shoulders balanced evenly distributed. And then fluttering the eyes open, we'll spread our feet wide on our mat, turning our left toes towards the short end of the mat, turning the back foot at a 45-degree angle. We're going to come into triangle. So just find your feet in a comfortable stance. Inhale your arms up parallel to the earth. Exhale as you reach forward with your fingertips, sliding your torso forward until it can go no further, rotating the left hand down wherever it meets the leg, except don't press on the knee. So maybe it meets the thigh or the calf or the ankle, or maybe the fingertips are at the toes. And then rotate the top arm up and gaze up at the thumb if your neck allows, or just look forward. Take a few breaths here. As you're ready, come up. We're going to bring our arms behind us and clasp opposite elbows. And we're going to turn so that both feet are more or less facing the short end of the mat. Left foot forward. Find your stance, so you don't need to be on a tightrope here. You can have the feet diagonally placed. And then we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together as we rotate forward from the hip creases. And we're going to stop halfway down with a flat back for pyramid. We're just gazing down towards the earth here. And then inhale the torso up, bring the feet so that we turn to the other side. So right foot is forward. You can release the arms. So actually, left foot is at a diagonal. So find your comfortable stance. We're going to come into triangle. So the hips are square to the right or to the long side of the mat. And then inhale the arms up as you reach forward with that right hand, sliding the torso forward until you can go no further. And then rotating the hand down wherever it lands. Rotate the left top hand up as you gaze up at that thumb, that left thumb. As you're ready, inhale yourself up. Float your arms down. Bring both feet so that they're more or less pointing towards the short end of the mat. Bring the arms behind the back as you hold on to the elbows, the opposite elbows. Inhale, and as you exhale, slowly rotate forward, bending at the hip creases and coming down to a flat back. You're just gazing down at the earth, pressing into the soles of both feet. Shoulders are square to the earth. And then inhaling up, turning the feet so that they're parallel. And then we'll interlace our fingers, our hands behind our back as we squeeze our shoulder blades together. And again, folding forward, folding at the hip creases. And we're going to come down. Arms will come off the back, crown of head towards the earth. You can have a slight bend in the knees. And then on your next inhale, lift torso, crown of head up. We'll heel toe our feet together now. Undo our hands. Inhale our arms up. Exhale to one side. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to center. Turn the palms away as you float forward. You can have a bend in your knees. Bringing your knees to the mat. Making your way gracefully down to your back. And once you arrive on your back, bringing your knees into your chest, squeeze on the exhale, inhale them away, push them away, squeeze your knees to your chest, inhale them away. One more time, exhale and squeeze your knees into your chest. Inhale them away. And then if you'd like to bring the soles of your feet to the mat and allow your knees to support one another, pressing the low back into the mat. You can come into this pose, or if you would like to come into Shavasana, bring your legs out long, feet wide on the mat, toes pointing away from the midline, with your arms away from your body, palms up. So come into the pose that you'd like to complete your practice in today. And once you arrive, take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose, bringing a smile to your face, settling the back body onto your mat. Allow your body to completely release and relax, knowing that you've nurtured body, mind, and spirit. I'm going to ring my bowl now. And I invite you to bring your hands to your heart center in Anjali Mudra. May you notice and enjoy the flexibility and the strength of your body as you move through the rest of your day and beyond. Namaste.